No, do not bring politics in this, you son of a bitch.
I will.
No, do not. I hate you.
This is a secret Illuminati podcast.
No, we're everywhere. We are in control, bitch.
We are in control. Except for Alan, he's not in control of his emotions.
Oh yeah, like you're a beacon of emotional stability, you stupid motherfucker.
Oh, I am.
Oh bullshit.
Man, if this stream cuts out right now, you will lose your shit the whole.
No, I handled that pretty well last few times that happened. I only punched like 3 things. Fuck off.
You know what? Let's ask Jet. Since he's the one that deals with you off camera, how is this man's emotional stability?
Alan, I found one.
Found what? Are we live?
Yes,
I
we're
found
live.
a eucalyptus plant.
You know, we'll ask the people.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Alan, because the people are always on my side. Chat.
They're never on your side.
Oh, by the way, Corey deleted a video yesterday only because of the fact that he accidentally showed some titties on stream. So yeah, that's what happened with that. But
Again?
it's okay. Again? Oh, well, he used to show it back in the day, yeah. But
I mean, I assume he does that all the fucking time.
no,
Until
but it's
proven
kind of
wrong.
I just feel like he should have just watched the goddamn like trailer before he showed the fucking thing. Cause like the first thing that showed up on the trailer, it was like, "Yo, we're gonna talk about this movie," and then boom.
Wait, what
titties.
trailer was it?
It was an old movie, like Blackula or something.
Was it at least a nice titty?
I ain't saying that shit in this call. I'm not gonna get in trouble by you, Jet.
Was it a nice titty?
I don't know. It maybe
Answer that question is
someone taught
maybe.
it fucking manners or something. I don't know.
Look, this man is respectful towards women, all right? He didn't see no titty. He saw just woman.
Exactly. Wait, what? That makes no sense. That actually makes no sense at all. That's one of the situations where we were actually making fun of fucking Ganja for doing that. Ganja, when he doesn't understand something, he says
Mauricio says it's a nice titty, so I'll believe him.
yeah,
I
twas a
won't.
nice titty. Twas a nice titty.
I don't think
You
he
just
has
dissed
the.
yourself out.
I don't think he has the right qualifications to be a nice titty or not.
No, but the thing is, though, Ganja will do this thing, though, that instead of saying... I know it's kind of random, but you guys should probably know this in case you ever notice this, that Ganja does that to you guys, too. But, like, in Las Vegas, we started noticing that he likes to answer yes with things where he really means to say what. Like, he'll be like,
pardon.
hey, Ganja, do you want to eat this particular thing that you fucking hate? Yes. What? Like, you said...
My yes starts with a question mark at the end.
Exactly. It was like, what the fuck's going on here? But, yeah... For anyone that that's gonna be watching this right now too, because I don't know if Roxy said something, but I'll get through this part really quick. Nice, I think. I don't know. Are you talking to me?
Nope.
What the fuck was that?
See, Diaz, this is the one of the things about telling people, hey, we're not starting the show and just going right into it. Motherfuckers leave the room.
No, she asked earlier and I told her.
Okay, Garrett, first of all, I had to move the fucking car because my brother's coming and he's not going to want to move the car. And then one of our birds died.
Oh, no.
See, a lot of shit's going on. You're over trying to blame me for death of birds and cars not moving by themselves.
Which birdie did Nick kill?
Wait, did Nick kill? What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking... I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Maybe in case Roxy hasn't heard, we are live. I don't know how much of this information.
No, I didn't hear it, but now I did.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm not sure how much of this information you want.
I prefer the... fuck whatever y'all saying. Babe, which bird died, though?
One of the canaries.
Aww.
It was one of the babies. I don't know how it just died all of a sudden. It just upped and croaked.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyways, well, people, good night. Have a wonderful evening. Death is bad.
Okay, Walter Cronkite. God damn.
You know, I've actually always wanted to practice if I'm able to do that, because like sometimes we do get really, really sad news on the shows, and there is lots of celebrity deaths and all these things happening. My cat died once, like right before a fucking show, and it's really hard.
I shouldn't laugh like that, but I remember that.
Yeah, remember that shit? And by the way, I like.
Yeah, how hilarious was it, Ganja? How funny was this cat dying?
No, and actually, I want to bring this up. I've been holding this shit in sometimes. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna use this shit as a therapy. And Roxy, if you want to, you can talk about the shit you're going through. This is gonna be a sad show, y'all. I don't give a fuck. The thing is, when my cat died, I'm in this group of people.
What are you, Joe Biden? Stop laughing.
But here, no, it's funny. It's funny because it'll get funnier. While this is happening,
Dear Reddit, when my cat died.
And I'm not gonna name this person, but it's a female that's within our community of people that we talk to.
Damn it, Jet.
No, not her.
What did I do?
But she's not in this call. She's not in this call right now, just so you guys know. But she's a girl that would be on these shows a lot. And she was going through some, like, Tinder problems, like, man, I don't know if this guy likes me, and I'm so upset, and life is really bad for me right now. And I'm like, yeah, well, my cat died, and I gotta go bury it, so I'll be right back. Yeah, so anyways, this Tinder date. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not saying I want everybody to cry for me, but really? Your fucking date didn't go spectacular, So fuck my cat dying and my emotions. Oh, and by the way, hopefully you can make it to the fucking show they're about to start. Fuck! Anyways, that's all.
You have really bad luck with, like, cats dying, like, this year and last year.
Yeah, last month I went outside to go take out the trash, and there's a fucking dead cat on my hose. And I'm trying to wake it up, and the thing is, no one tells it. I'm not used to dead cats or dead anythings, but I know, like, the cat turns into cardboard basically after it dies. So it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm, like, moving it, and, like, I move the hose to get it off the fucking hose, and then it just flies in the air, this fucking dead cat body. It's, like, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like death, and I don't like dead animals. But
Oh my god.
A.
Okay.
All right,
yeah, but-
so since we're on the topic of death and
no, we get off the topic.
I'll sit down and be humble real quick.
Fuck you.
So, because you should actually be very privileged that you haven't experienced this yet with the great Mistress Penelope, and I hope she lives a very long time. Because my family developed a habit of every time I come and visit for the last year of 2019, I had to put down a fucking animal I had grew up with.
Ooh, I don't remember you telling us about this.
The first time I come in, oh, your was the poodle? No, it was the chihuahua. Your chihuahua is sick. We're gonna have to go check him out. I take him to the vet. The whole time I pay for the whole vet visit, the whole 9 yards for this dog. But I don't understand doctor shit a lot. And I honestly, if my dog was dying, I didn't want to know. I was in that stage of denial and shit. So I just let my mom handle that shit. And I thought she would come be truthful and honest to me. Apparently, my dog had cancer.
For how long?
And she didn't tell me. For 4 or 5 fucking months, he was dying of cancer.
Jesus Christ.
The whole thing she told me is like, oh, Dobie's sick. Dobie's sick. We don't know how long we have with Dobie. And one day, the dog just up and dies. So that's one visit. That's in August.
Damn, you couldn't even drink with them one last time. That's fucked up.
I come back in like fucking October or maybe September. I show up. My German Shepherd's sick now.
What the fuck?
Oh, and guess this is my favorite part. Oh, we were going to tell you, but we decided just to show you and tell you when you got here, and you're going to help us deal with this. So when I fucking get there, 2 days later, I'm in the veterinary clinic putting down my German Shepherd of 13 years.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus
that I
fucking
remember
Christ.
that one.
Oh, that's rough, man.
It was to the point I was like, hey, guys, if there's another one that's sick or dying, I'm not coming down here anymore because I'm tired of being the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, no shit. It's like they got you there. It's like, you know what? He's so high, he don't give
And
a fuck.
they're like, besides my dad, the rest of them are fucking punks at this. So they don't want to be there when they put the animal down.
Yeah. That's
I'm the only motherfucker there watching the fucking life drain out their fucking eyes.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my favorite answer is like, well, you handle it better. Bitch!
No, and like, I hear that, like, dogs die, like, it's a Sarah McLachlan commercial. Like, I just, like,
Oh,
slowly,
yeah,
like,
that's just horrible.
Good night. Yeah. Like that
And the
kind of
worst
shit.
is their bit when the German Shepherd died. He was big enough that his body's had spasms still.
Oh, fuck.
So there was times that he would breathe. I would look like he was breathing.
Oh, dude.
Like
now I
glad
got too real. That shit hit me in the heart.
Legit, man. I'm glad the veterinarians there because they're like, thank God for veterinarians and just doctors in general because they give you a little bit of peace of mind. Because the first time I saw that shit, she was like, no, don't worry, honey. That's just his body right now. He's long gone. It's over.
Yeah, damn.
But I can only imagine if you had to like put your dog down yourself, and you just see those muscle spasms, you're like, oh fuck, I hope I didn't just hurt my dog and he's not dead.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's fucking rough, though, man.
No, we just depressed all 31 of y'all.
Oh, it's all good.
No, the topic is dog death.
Yeah,
This is
no,
the worst opening we've ever had.
it pretty much
I
is.
actually had to put a dog down.
Oh, we're still going.
Oh, fuck yeah, no,
Basically,
Chad,
like
tell us too.
something happened to where when he was walking down the stairs, I guess he had a like misstep or something like that. So he wasn't walking right, and it just gradually got worse and worse. And I was the one that noticed it because he would basically stand like by my door and want to come in, and basically he would just sit there like underneath the table and stuff like that. And I thought, okay, something's going on. I kept telling everyone, hey, you need to take this dog to the vet. Something's wrong with him. He basically has his foot in a weird way, and he will not lay down. It looks like it hurts him. For a whole, I think 4 days, this dog was suffering and stuff like that. And when I finally got through to someone, hey, he needs to go to the vet was just like, yeah, so apparently he has some sort of injury. I forgot what it was. And it's going to cost about $10,000 to fix it. Or, we could just put him down. I was just like, I mean, didn't expect that. There's no way we can get $10,000 to fix this shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just ended up like right then and there. Guess if we're going to have to put him down.
That's one fucked up thing. It's like, we're gonna go to this place to save him, and they're like, listen, we can kill the fuck out of him. Like, Jesus, man.
Yeah,
like, the way that
they
business
offered
works.
like a wheelchair, but then they basically keep talking you out of it, just like, yeah, we can do surgery or whatever. They would cost a lot less, and I guess he could walk around in a wheelchair. Or you do this other surgery that costs like $10,000.
Hey, Kirk, all I can say is make sure you love on them the most you can, especially when they get up to that age, man.
Yeah, I know. He's preparing himself for that every day. But also, too, don't put that in your head as well, because I was feeling like that with the cat that died. That's my cat. And every day I was like, I'd wake her up. I'm like, yo, wake up for food or whatever. And, like, she's so relaxed. I'm like, fuck, she's dead. Then she wake up like, what? I'm not dead. What the hell? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just, I ended up, like, not even enjoying the cat at the end. I was just kind of, like, counting the days. And it kind of, like, takes away the idea of, like, this is my fucking pet. Like, I love this thing. And yet,
my dad, towards the end, was having to take my German Shepherd out to use the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Like, he would have to physically pick him up and help him outside.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. But guys in the chat, I mean, let's pay some respect to your guys' fucking deaths and pets and whatnot. Like, I know it's like a sad thing, but we can shoot the shit and talk about it and everything. If you guys got any stories you guys want to kind of like put out there, maybe it even helps you to kind of deal with the loss.
Would it make it better if I said another one of my dogs I think got kidnapped by a coyote?
That's not kidnapping.
That's not kidnapping. Yeah, let's say.
Murder.
That motherfucker's trying to level up an arc.
We don't actually know. We just let her out to use the bathroom, and then when we were going to let her in, she just fucking disappeared. So we don't know, like, if a coyote got her or someone basically just ran up and took her.
Legit, like, best case scenario, like, it was a coyote that lost, like, puppies recently, and it adopted your dumbass little dog.
I don't know.
They do that.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it's fucked up, though. But, yeah, so really quick, Roxy, you're still there, by the way, because I don't know if you're actually dealing with the situation you're dealing with or if you're chilling with us and whatnot, but, yeah.
I just had a flashback to something that traumatized me as a kid.
Are you comfortable talking about it?
It's kind of funny.
Jesus. All right. I'm
Here we go.
Oh, let's go away with it, man. What the fuck's going on? Go ahead, Rox.
So I was like 5, right? And I'm at my grandma's house. And she's got chickens, she's got animals, and the whole fucking 9 yards and shit. So I'm hungry. We got more people coming over, so she's like, oh, I'll make chicken. And in my mind, I know that they kill the chicken. I just think that they do it like, I thought that they were going to buy like the chicken from the store. My grandma wanted to make it fresh.
Yeah.
So she's like, come with me, Mika. And I'm like, okay, I'll come with you. I thought we were going to go to the store and just buy chicken. And I'd get some candy afterwards. She took me to the backyard. She took her bandana with her. Just plucked the chicken with her bare hand.
Oh, no.
Yes.
And to get more distance on it, she tied the bandana tightly around the chicken's neck and just starts chucking that shit. Like, you know how, what was that one bitch off Matilda? Miss Trunchbull.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Miss Trunchbull was like swinging around her like balls or whatever and shit. That's how my grandma was swinging this chicken. And ever since then, I'm like, no, Grandma, no, poor chicken. And then she killed it in front of me, cooked it and everything.
Listen to me, Mija.
I did not want to eat the chicken.
That's how my mom's side of the family is, except they don't do that trunch bullshit. They just grab the chicken, just grab the knife and just cut its head off.
Like, I killed the chicken before, but I don't do all that now. Because the last time I went to Mexico, I killed that thing as humanely as possible. Just yank it quickly with my bare hand and just chop it off as fast as I can.
Still sounds
Try
fun.
not to make it tougher.
Okay, so this is a kind of a funny story. So my dad hunts, and he hunts in season. A lot of stuff he hunts is ducks and stuff. So my cousins, they're like, hey, apparently they talked behind the scenes that my dad was just gonna get a duck, whatever, for them, just to do whatever the fuck. So one day he brings it home. It's in a plastic bag. It's all wrapped up and everything, and says, bring it over to your friend's place. So we're all going over to chill and stuff, and my friend's like, what's in the bag? I'm like, it's duck, whatever, for them. They assumed it was like packaged or whatever the fuck. So when I go and I put it on the counter and I start unwrapping it, my friend just starts screaming and running away because it's just the actual duck. Like nothing's been taken, whatever the fuck, just it was sitting right there. His grandma just comes over, okay, cool, grabs it, and just starts defeathering it like it's nothing. I'm just my friend's freaking out in the corner because he's never seen a dead animal like that close. I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I could never bring everything over here again.
Yeah. God damn it, though, man. Like, yeah, these things are fucked up. By the way, too, I wouldn't, like, hopefully someone can educate me, because sometimes most of our segments that we do that's starting to show off might be a little bit random, and I might be saying some crazy shit.
Might be.
A little random, but also, too, sometimes I'll ask certain questions, because I'll be honest, when I grew up, I didn't pay attention to shit unless it was a fucking horror movie or wrestling gimmick or whatever. So, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, is there really no purpose to us even eating meat in the first place? Like, would we be fine with just eating the shit that comes out of the earth?
No, legit. The only reason we have our brain size the way it is because we became meat eaters.
Really? Okay.
Meat eaters, not meteors, as he said.
That shit too.
Yeah, we're meat eaters.
We all got
just
space.
came-
We all got space dust in us too.
No, that's a fucking vegetarian vegan shit. It's like, well, you know, if we just got plant protein. Just because it's called protein doesn't mean it's the same thing as other protein.
Yeah, but do
Yes.
we really have to have as brains as big as they are? Why can't we just fucking just deal with, okay, we're not a bunch of smartasses coming up with these new phones that, by the way, make us stupider fucking anyways. Let's just kind of deal with, like, making the Earth last longer, not killing things all the fucking time. You know what I mean? And still being able to eat. Like, potatoes, they grow from the ground. It's
If we could
delicious.
have less cancers, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
eating a lot of red meat, like, kind of raises your chances of having cancer, at least from what I've heard.
Yeah, that's if you're eating red meat the way it is, which almost no one does except for crazy people. But a lot of the stuff you're talking about, like, just because you're growing quote unquote organic, I hate fucking using that word because no one knows what the fuck it means. Just because you're dealing with plant-based foods doesn't mean that somehow lowers the impact of the environment. The animals themselves are still around and they're still impacting it. When it comes to diseases and food and stuff, a lot of that stuff is not necessarily caused by the food we eat, but because we're better at testing and figuring out where this shit's happening, we're able to catch it. Back in the day, people just, I got a stomachache and then I'm dead. Now it's like, oh, we actually know what that stomachache is. We actually know why that exists. A lot of the reasons why we survive as long as we do is because of how good our food is. Like, that's one of the reasons we added, like, double our life expectancy.
Legit.
I
like,
would
he's
disagree, Alan.
He's not wrong because I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about
Corey's
this.
calling me, but I will be right back.
All right. You guys probably heard about this, like death by dysentery. If you ever played an Oregon Trail, you probably had a character die that way. That's literally like death by shitting yourself. That's just a fancy word of diarrhea. And Alan's point, like most of the stuff that we ate, like between the Middle Ages up to like the Renaissance period, before like real proper cooking, the ideal of distilling water and all that came about, you really had a problem with people catching multiple bacteria, viruses, different kinds of different kinds of bugs and shit. One of the main reasons we adopted a lot of our aqueduct systems for modern day, the sewer system and the water pumps, is London. A lot of areas in London, they would have the same lines for sewage and drinking water being next to each other. So the dookie will literally go out next to the pipe that's sucking the water in for drinking water, and that's where cholera came from. And so a lot of like things have been trial and error, and that a lot of that goes with food as well. Meat is essential for your body, but as someone who loves their fucking meat, I love a burger. Everyone knows that in this call.
You eat too much.
Yeah, that goes to that. I was just about to say that, babe. You do need a proper diet. It's not one or the other. It's not like, oh, all meat or fucking all veggies. You got to eat both. And that's kind of essential to a proper diet, especially for a regular person. If you want to do vegan, that's fine. But just don't be a preachy vegan, because at the end of the day, you still, like, you're fucking up the planet too. Like, you add to, like, the fires in Brazil because they're trying to clear fields to cook, to grow soybeans.
Yeah. This idea that it's like, oh, if we all switch to plant-based, whatever the fuck, suddenly all our problems will be solved. No.
Well, I think the personalities of some of the people that you don't like the vegans or whatever, or veterinarians, vegetarians. No, but I think the people like who have talked good about going vegan or whatever, I think you have gotten so irritated with those types of people that the idea of why they would even want to do that has made you kind of like unappeal to it at all, because you hate the people, but you have to understand that the purpose of why people start to even think about that, there is something to it. Like, it does make sense a little bit.
No, actually,
I claim it a lot, and coming from someone whose godfather's in like the produce business, like this man has made it. He's got his own fucking companies and shit. I've taken several looks behind the scenes of the amount of work that goes into growing all this quote unquote organic bullshit that people like to buy. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fucking work. It takes up a lot of resources. It's not as easy as 1, 2, 3. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this for like to save the planet. You're really not, because you're fucking up a lot of like you're taking up so many of the Earth's fucking resources just for this organic bullshit.
Okay. Alan, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hate vegans, and I think vegans are the scum of the earth. I actually have no problems with vegetarians. I have a lot of my friends are vegetarians, because vegetarians generally don't have to announce that they're vegetarians, they actually are better with their diets because they're able to mix in proper, because some of them eat fish, some of them don't, but they're able to get proper meat, proper protein alternatives that are better than the fucking plant-based whatever the fuck, and actually are able to eat a pretty balanced lifestyle. Hell, I'm Middle Eastern. 95% of our food is vegetarian. We eat mostly plant shit, like except for like certain stuff. Most of our shit is random plants. Like falafel is 100% plant. It is deep fried vegetables with vegetable toppings and vegetable sauce. Like I respect vegetarians. I fucking hate vegans because they're the pompous fucking snooty white people that are like, well, I'm better than you because of this. Like, no, you're not. You're actually way worse. And your bloodline is weak and history will forget you.
Bad Boy says he used to not be a fan of beef until he realized he didn't like the way his mom cooked it. His mom always had a sad gray, what was it? Gray brown little flank steak? I never even heard of that kind of shit. Or Wellington hamburger patty on sliced bread with lettuce and tomato. Yeah, and that's another thing too is like I would be open to even like eating a burger or something just to kind of like have some kind of meat because I don't eat no meat either for the most part except for like pepperoni or whatever. But
the thing about that is like a lot of foods, a lot of people realize they actually do like later in life. They really just don't like the way their parents cook them. I found this out. I've always grown up liking vegetables and stuff like that. But then other people say, "Oh, I fucking hate broccoli. It's so disgusting." I'm just like, "What? Broccoli's delicious." And then you taste the version that they've been eating. It's just like, "Oh, no wonder."
Yeah.
But I actually grew up never eating broccoli. Not because of any weird reason. Because I have people like, I've never had broccoli. Like, I think I had broccoli the first time like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like 29. And I have people like, what the fuck is wrong with your parents? You never had broccoli? Like, I ate a lot of vegetables as a kid. It just broccoli wasn't one of them.
Yeah, but anyways, no, but we talked about so much food and so many dead animals and everything. I'll move on really quick since Corey and them have now started doing their thing. Got to talk about something real quick, Mr. Alan Shakazine, and we're not going to do a big-ass review for this or anything. I know Ryan's asked me about that recently, but I think that the time has kind of passed on it. I mean, we can give our opinions, but we don't have to go full force with it. But Sonic the Hedgehog is apparently still doing good in the box office. Apparently, it continued to rule, as it says over here, rule the domestic box office. I forgot what the fucking milestone is. I'm going to come back over here and check it out.
I'm going to check it out right now, actually.
Yeah. Made over a grand total.
It's done really well. Like total gross is $200 million on a $100 million budget. It's a success right now.
So
Praise
that
be
being
the fast one, baby.
As much of a success as it was, though, do you guys feel like that was an earned success? Because we did watch the movie and we all said certain things that we said about it, as far as being positives. But at the same time, it's like most of these positives are because we thought it was gonna be so shitty. So as a movie, take off everything that you thought and predicted before watching the movie. How'd you feel about it, Alan? I'll ask you first.
I cannot believe that the first successful video game movie is a movie from the franchise that hasn't had a successful game in 20 fucking years.
Okay,
get the coins,
Mortal Kombat was successful, by the way.
Whatever. This is the most successful. I said the most successful. This is the most successful video game movie ever made. 100%. From critics to fucking box office numbers, it is the most successful. And yeah, Sonic Mania doesn't count because Sonic Mania is just Sonic 2 again. Like, that doesn't count. That's like saying the best Spyro game is the fucking trilogy that just got released on PS4. Like, that doesn't fucking count. So, like,
well, how about Pokemon Detective Pikachu? I'm just saying.
This is actually more successful.
Really? Sonic's more successful than Pikachu?
Yeah. Right now, the budget for Detective Pikachu was like almost $200 million, and I think it made like 4. So it's like it was decently successful, but the budget was so much higher than this. The budget was twice as much, and this is still making money.
Okay, well, shit. God damn it. I'm so mad. Because I really want my Pokemon to stay at the top, or at least Mortal Kombat, but...
So did I, but, like, yeah, this is the most successful. And it's like, I walked in, I was the biggest shit talker. I was like, man, this movie's going to be garbage. This not be good about it. It's fucking Sonic. Biggie Sonic in the real world has never worked in the video games. You're going to make it work in the fucking movies? This is going to be some utmost trash. But then, as we started watching it, I was like, oh, they're really getting the character right. He's shit talking without being obnoxious. They actually managed to get that balance right. And one of the most interesting things I really liked the writing in the movie. There was Sonic himself, like he was just shit talking the whole time, but he was actually kind of interesting. It was the characters around, and I'm like, this is actually really decently well written dialogue, like from Jim Carrey. There's a scene in which Jim Carrey and what's his face are in the house, and I'm like, I've seen this scene a million fucking times and other stuff. But the writing they were doing here, I'm like, they set this up really well. They have good dialogue, and I like what's actually happening. All the stuff, the tropes you usually see in these, it's like they're subverting them. Like, oh, Sonic's hiding, but somehow the robots are going to be so stupid to miss him. No, he just says fuck it and books it. Go. Make a choice,
Aw.
Penelope. But there's just so many little things where I'm like, they managed to nail the characters of powers where it's like, yeah, he's really fast. His upper limit, he doesn't even know it. So when he gets that super, super, super fast, like lightning starts going off, he can't control that, but he's still super fast. He's able to do the slow motion time. And him playing around with his powers and playing baseball, I'm like, whoever was creating his powers and what they wanted to do was actually had a really creative mind behind it. That baseball scene is a lot of fun. Like him playing baseball with himself, I'm like, I get this is all CG, but like the way you're doing it, I'm like, I can imagine him doing this shit all the fucking time. Now, not saying that there aren't bad parts of this movie. There are parts of this movie where I'm like, this is really, really.
I really enjoyed that he fucked around with one of the like crazy dudes in town.
Oh yeah,
and that was like one of his close friends because he would just constantly fuck with him.
Yeah. But no, like really quick, because honestly, you're giving an actual review on this shit. I'm actually pretty surprised, which I'm not complaining or anything. But like, Roxy, I'm gonna get you a chance. No, but Roxy, I was gonna ask you on just because I know like there's 5 of us, so it's like I don't want us all to kind of repeat the same shit. But like, Roxy, what did you feel about this? And by the way, did you predict this gonna be as shitty as most people were thinking?
I thought it was gonna be really shitty, like just a blatantly obvious cash grab, like, oh, it's Sonic, and then people just throw money at it. But no, I appreciate, like, what I found myself thinking throughout this movie was, would it have been different if they kept the old design as opposed to the new design? If they kept the old design, this movie probably would have tanked. Or, you know, who knows? Maybe people would have been like, hey, this thing's ugly as fuck. You want to come see it? But the fact that it shifted to like, hey, this thing's ugly as fuck, to it's like, wow, the animators like actually legit listen to everybody. Like they took the time to reanimate that, add like a bit more texture and stuff like that. It goes to show that we as an audience and as the public generally, like we do have a say when it comes to these kind of movies. So I think that was pretty cool. I had no problem supporting that. But as far as the movie goes, there were some awkward little bits that didn't really fit too much. But I mean, it's a kids movie, so they're gonna have that little bits of kids humor where it's like, oh, this shit.
Yeah.
But for real, I did enjoy myself with this.
Yeah,
I had
I'm
fun.
surprised.
I'd
I'm
keep
actually.
it.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be open to seeing it again too. And Jay, I'm gonna ask you really quick too. As far as design, because you're one of the first people I always go to as far as like, what do you think about the design of something. So what do you feel about that? Do you agree with Roxy about the design and whatnot? And also, what do you think about the movie?
I do agree, basically. Like, the fact that they actually listened and changed it to a much better design. Big point to that. I'm glad they did listen. And also, I had fun with the movie. I never actually thought it was going to do bad because no matter what, Sonic fans are basically going to see it no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to. Like, there's no doubt about that. It did a lot better because of the redesign, so that's good. I gotta say, it surprised me way more than I thought because I thought it was just going to be just okay. It's actually a little bit better than okay, especially with Robotnik / Eggman.
Yeah.
He was actually the best part of the movie.
Oh no.
That whole scene with him basically dancing and shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, doing his best fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker impression.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
I was thinking about the whole movie. I'm like, man, he must have really liked the Joker. Holy shit.
One big thing I want to ask too is Ganja. Like, I know that we talked about this, and I mean, not to kind of give away what you're probably gonna say right now, but like one of the things you were saying is like, dude, I wonder if this movie had the same design as it did before, would I still like it? So, do you feel like the jokes were going to be better because of the design? Because I didn't really understand that much, but what'd you feel about it?
All right, so with me, I honestly felt
Thank
that.
you, Omega. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you, brother. But when it comes to like Sonic, I really wonder if all right, it sounds like some Zack Snyder shit when I say it, but it's honestly I just want to see a comparison. I want to see the original cut just to see if I like it because they hit the right nostalgia and made Sonic look proper in terms of what I was actually looking forward to as a character design. And all the other jokes are just the same. Like the story is the same. The different dialogue exchanges are the same. Nothing really changes. It's just they made a good DLC upgrade.
Pretty much.
My theory is that I don't think there was ever an original cut. I don't think that the first design we saw was the final design. I think that they figured that Sonic was such a mixed bag of a franchise that they did not know people were going to like it, so they decided to stir the fan base up.
Yeah.
Because you over here doing conspiracy
there's a certain scene in the movie where I'm just like, that probably would have worked with the original design. It had to do with his glove.
I don't know, because I don't think there's a single shot in here. I'm like, especially Baby Sonic. I'm like, no, there's no way there's a different version of this character. Like, there's no way there's an entire movie of a different looking character. They clearly like just did test footage or the original like before they rendered it a couple times.
So what are the odds that we're gonna get a Nintendo Universe? Because one of the things that I kind of noticed at the end of this is like they have a lot of things in here that kind of referencing Mario,
Yeah.
the pipe area, and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I want to see Mario in this kind of universe, as well as the fact that I want to see more Sonic characters, and especially Zelda. Like I told Alan when he
No.
left, I was like, dude, it'd be so cool that after Sonic 2. They open up that rain world or whatever, and it's fucking Hyrule. Like, wouldn't that be so amazing?
10 years ago, I said that one day they will make a Sonic movie, and I would be there when they do it to be what the train wreck was, and it wasn't. And I was wrong about there being a train wreck. I can't believe I'm saying that. They are never gonna make a Legend of Zelda movie work because you're never gonna make that tunic not look fucking stupid in real life. Now, cosplayers I've seen some decent cosplayers that can make Zelda look great. They make other characters look great. But with Link, it's kind of spotty. I've never really seen a good cosplayer really pull it off. And
so
usually,
you're not looking forward to the Netflix Legend of Zelda then?
that's never gonna happen. And I think they want the
you're saying a
animated
lot of
anyway.
wrong shit today, sir.
No, I will continue that.
He's
They'll
like
never-
Mario when he said they'll never make an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
They will never make a Legend of Zelda movie because they'll never get the fucking outfit to fucking work. And I remember this goddamn bullshit from back in the day.
Yeah,
They
it's
made an
cool.
Assassin's Creed fucking movie.
And
they
look what
didn't make
happened there.
anything work.
But no, because the thing
And
is,
my
like,
point is, you will still go see it like the
no, because it's never going to come out because the Assassin's Creed movie is different. The outfits there are pretty easy to do. They're not that difficult. They're just hoods with cool designs on them. Link's tunic, it's like supposed to be this weird solid fucking thing, and it's supposed to be almost like a piece of armor, even though it's cloth. And the second thing is, Legend of Zelda is known for its puzzles. You're never gonna make the puzzles not look fucking
well,
stupid.
so is Tomb Raider and Resident Evil, but they're not in the movies.
Yeah, and what did the Tomb Raider movie do? It stopped the movie to do a fucking dial puzzle, and I laughed my goddamn ass off because
Yeah,
that
just
dumb
don't
work.
do that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Omega. Yeah, he's saying that they can use Breath of the Wild version of it. Yeah,
Breath
absolutely.
of the Wild version is still heavily puzzle based. You mean to tell me they're gonna do the entirety of Breath of the Wild and at no point go into the weird like tilt-a-whirl fucking
Dude, they're not gonna
temples?
do. Dude, even the Super Mario Brothers movie, as bad as that was.
Super
they ain't
Mario
doing
Brothers
Mario.
doesn't have puzzles. They're gonna
Look at Sonic. Sonic, did he actually go get rings? No, he dropped a bag.
Yeah, he
of
did go
rings.
get rings. The entire movie's about him getting
No,
rings.
but like they're in the bag. Where, like he wasn't like going like brrrr, going through the whole.
I mean,
thing,
they had the same sound effect when he dropped the rings.
I
like-
did for a second. The movie's not about
It
that.
doesn't matter though. Like Sonic and Mario, you can do a lot of the stuff in universe. Yeah, they didn't put the weird bumpers, but they had the literal loop-de-loop. They literally put a portion of the green
Al,
hills
you're
on
being a
it.
bitch right now.
Yeah, he really is. I completely.
I'm sorry, and
disagree
in
with
the and not the Super Mario Brothers live action one, but like the animated one that Illumination Studios doing, they could easily get 90% of the aesthetics. Hell, get something from Mario Odyssey or Super Mario Sunshine. They already have lived-in worlds that are very video gamey, but also they can adapt a lot of that stuff. Legend of Zelda, they can't do any of that stuff because of how integral the puzzles are to the game. Like it is a part of the game. You can get away with Sonic. They added a lot of the game in there, like a lot of the loop-de-loop, a lot of how his powers work, the spin dash for fuck's sake.
it. What was that?
What?
What's wrong, Rox?
What the fuck are y'all laughing
What's
at?
going on? What's happening?
Look real quick.
Y'all reacted to a different fucking chat.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where? Anyways, all right. Well, thank you.
You don't see it.
No.
Fuck
It's
y'all.
the last picture I sent. I'm talking with Ganja's sister, and we're talking shit about him.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know
Whatever.
what the fuck y'all talking about.
And the last thing I'm ever gonna say about Legend of Zelda is the main character doesn't fucking talk.
Yeah, okay, well, they need
Like-
to stop that in the video games too, though. Like,
No,
that's
they
another thing that's
don't,
fucking
because
stupid.
it's great in the video games. But because it's a video game, you can get away with that. With a movie, that's gonna be very like. Name me one movie right now in which the main guy main guy who spends most of the movie by himself doesn't really say anything. Like any horror movie, it's not like we're following Jason the entire fucking time, and the only time he shows up is to murder somebody. You're usually following one of the humans as Jason's killing everybody.
Okay, well, I don't know. I completely disagree, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, dude? Like, they're gonna do. Obviously, there's gonna be some kind of universe, whether it's a Sega universe, Nintendo universe, whatever the fuck. And yeah, okay, I can see how some things might not be so cool as far as the Zelda thing goes. But your reasons are the ones that kind of throw me off because I'm like, okay, you don't like Link's look, whatever. You don't think it's gonna be made well in the live action format. But I just showed you an example, and fucking IGN or Machinima, whatever, made that shit. So if they can do that well, holy fuck.
Zelda you can do, but you showed me a lot of this stuff. Like it does, like Link's outfit just had him wearing the weird like fucking potato sack on top of the full fucking tunic.
Yeah, but they don't have to do that all the time. Like, that's
they
like,
do though. That's
like
an iconic look.
fucking Zelda thing.
That's like doing a Mike Myers movie without the mask.
You could do that if you do a Michael Myers
Really?
movie without the fucking mask. That would actually be really cool. I would love.
They've
for them
had
to give
50
that shot.
years of this character, and they've done it with the mask every time. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but Jason, they didn't do that. All
Okay,
the time.
fine. Now the new Freddy, he's not gonna have the hat or the claw.
As Craven, they put a trench coat on him and they gave him fucking muscles.
They gave him they still gave him the shirt, the hat, and the claw. That's his iconic look.
I know, but not the same claw. No, it wasn't glove. It was an actual, like, his fucking nails are coming out of his fingers and shit.
But you still looked at him, and he still had a lot of the iconicness look.
Yeah,
like
so
not having Link.
so have Link have the fucking sword and the shield, and then just change his fucking pants. Like, it's not a big deal.
It is a big
some
deal.
things.
It's a major portion of the character.
Kirk, excuse me, princess.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
that's the version I want to see come
Yes.
to the big screen.
Damn straight.
Oh,
I want to see the
oh
CDI.
my god.
I want to see a Philips CDI games come.
I
to
will
life.
fucking kill myself if
Dude.
that ever happens.
Honestly, dude, if you have like a speed thingy, like on a controller, whatever the fuck, on X-Padder, and you play the CDI games again, I guarantee you those games are actually pretty good.
No,
Just
I
saying.
refuse to play those fucking games. Those games look like trash.
You
And
that
the
because
cutscenes-
the
Teen
internet
Titans
said that
Go,
wasn't
and it's
good
the
for
best Teen Titans
And?
product.
Fuck you. Like, you're just talking at your ass right now. For
No,
no
I'm not.
fucking
Like,
reason.
legit. The thing about it, the original Teen Titans didn't get a movie that was successful.
Yes, it did.
It got
It literally got a
canceled.
movie that was successful.
What, on fucking direct to TV?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
movie.
that's back when people didn't fucking put animated fucking movies and television shows on the big screen.
That's because
Like them going to Tokyo was fucking amazing. Like
it wasn't the money maker you think it was.
By the way,
it
I'm gonna
wasn't.
bring up
You're
another-
right. It wasn't the moneymaker I think it was, but it's still successful.
So I just want
No,
to
it
bring up
wasn't.
something just to win a personal argument that me and Alan had a little bit before the show. So
I'll fight all of you.
because he's being so negative, and all these shows, he's always so fucking negative, right? And keep in mind, there's no trailer for a live-action Zelda. We don't even know if that's even going to come out soon. He's even saying it's not going to be on Netflix, which I completely disagree with. But the thing is like, he's talking bad about these movies that have nothing happening for him right now. Meanwhile, me and Roxy were talking about the Candyman teaser, and this motherfucker's like, you guys are just giving us so much vitriol. You guys are talking shit about it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly how you do, motherfucker. You're doing the exact same
There's
thing.
a difference though. I'm talking about how this character is never going to work in a
Why
different
was that
medium.
reason?
Wait, what you
I'm
say?
talking about how this character is never going to have a good live action version. You guys are talking about a teaser, like something that actually exists. If there's a teaser for Legend of Zelda and I thought it looked bad, I would say it. If I thought it looked good, I would say it.
I'm just saying, like, you told us that we gave it a lot of vitriol for something that's not out
Yeah.
yet, but essentially the exact same thing. It's not out
No,
yet.
it's not. It's a completely different
At least
argument.
me and Ross can
How
say
is
it.
it different? How is it different? How are we being extra about this argument?
We're being extra because I'm bringing up the reasons why it's never going to look good. You guys are judging the teaser based on almost
teaser?
nothing there.
No,
yeah, I'm
the
saying
shit
you're
that we
judging the
saw.
teaser.
The stuff we saw. We
Yeah,
saw
I was saying the stuff we saw is not that big of a deal. Like this, like you pointing out, like, oh, it's bland and trash. I'm like, is it? It doesn't look that bad.
Roxy, get him.
It looks like garbage, Alan. Stop being stubborn.
I'm not
Yeah.
being stubborn. You guys are being stubborn, saying it looks like garbage. I'm like, there's so little there.
You
It's like
are
looking at a
way-
poster saying the show. It's like looking at a poster.
Bro, your octave is so fucking high. I'm gonna need you
Yeah, I
to
know.
bring it.
Okay, I'll talk like this.
You're reaching to a pitch that only dogs can hear.
I
And
need you to drop your balls real quick.
I was doing that too,
fuck
though.
up.
I don't know why, but Alan kind of rubs off on me, and then in a few ways. No, but like
What?
when me and Alan talk and we argue, it's like, because like most people go like, "Shut the fuck up, motherfucker!" Like they talk like that. But me and Alan go, "Oh yeah, you," and just keep like fucking.
It just
going
turns into the
crazy.
chipmunks halfway through.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Like why do we go to that? We should probably just talk deeper instead of just turning into fucking, like you said, chipmunks. Kinda
Omega Blade brings up something in the chat. He's waiting for the Last Airbender and Cowboy Bebop remakes on Netflix.
crazy. Yeah,
Cowboy Bebop one's definitely coming out.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't know
if they.
about the Last Airbender.
I think they did make a deal. Like Cowboy Bebop, I'm like, it'd probably just be really expensive. I've only seen a couple episodes, so I'm like, maybe they could do it, maybe not. Last Airbender, they're never gonna fucking do it just
Well,
because.
didn't they delay filming it because the main guy behind it, I forgot what his name was, but he was in Harold and Kumar because he hurt himself on set, so they couldn't do it.
I think they delayed the movie. It's still sorry, the show. It's still coming out.
That's kind of funny though. It's like, oh,
No, it's still coming out, just it being delayed because he got hurt on set.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But here's the thing, though. We're gonna move on to one more thing. The only reason I'm doing this is obligatorily. It's about to be old, and I just want to bring up the fact that people are not talking about this game enough. God damn it! They just did an update earlier. I had to like download this shit before I started the show.
You're gonna talk about Ark again?
No, we're talking about Anthem, son. Anthem 1 year anniversary passes with no end game celebration. People, you gotta give your fucking respect to Anthem. It's such a good game. It's so much fun. Go play it. Go play it. Go play it. Alan,
I deleted it.
Who?
Anthem is fucking like. Here's the thing, man. I sometimes I get mad about the internet sometimes because you motherfuckers, you guys know how you guys treated No Man's Sky like shit, and then it came around the fucking year after it came out, and it was great.
Hold on. It treated us like shit. It made us wait another year
I-
after release.
Yeah, well, that's what all the games do. But you let
I
everybody else
played the
do
game
that
from the
shit.
beginning.
Star Citizen, calm down.
I played the game from the beginning. I clocked in like 65 hours, and then I played the game a year later with all the extra shit and clocked in another 60 hours.
Which is good, and by the way, that's the way you do it, folks. If you like something and you appreciate it, and even though, well, actually, okay, I'm gonna say the opposite of that. So let me erase that.
Fuck you, Alan, for enjoying that game. The difference between the No Man's Sky and Anthem is, like, Anthem had some stuff there, but it wasn't enough to keep us going long enough. Like, was there a story? Sure. Did it suck? Kind of.
That's
was the gameplay fun?
subjectively- that's
Yeah.
subjective.
That's why I said kind of. I was like, yeah, kind of. Was the gameplay great? I fucking love the gameplay. Was there enough for me to kind of keep playing this every week and wait for them to support it? No. Did they support the game at all? No. So the five people that were
tons of updates. I had to update this fucking thing once every goddamn 2 weeks. They support the fuck out of this.
no,
Once every 2 weeks, you stop playing it.
No, because update. Okay,
Two updates since like what, like 5 months after you being done playing it.
and we're talking about content updates. We're talking about like actual like. There's always gonna be the basic kind of bug reports or stuff where it's like, hey, we got to fix up. We got to allocate this memory to this area of the game because in order to make this quest work. Like that's basic stuff that happens with every game. Usually, I see that on Steam where it's like, hey, Rainbow Six Vegas gets a fucking 5 meg update every week.
Alan,
What?
Chloe just texted me.
What?
She said you talk too much.
Holy shit!
My sister sometimes speaks truth.
Alan, come back. You can talk a little, not that much.
Alan, it's a
Oh,
podcast.
he's
It's
gone.
fine.
He's gone.
It's a
Look at his
great-
room.
It's a great problem to have.
I'm gonna steal his juju beads.
Oh shit! I don't know why I can't.
Clothes on the floor.
I'm trying to go over there and look at this fucking thing. Oh, look at the bird. He's like, I'll take
Yeah.
this fucking job.
Yo, by the way, I totally talk shit about his juju bead love. They're good.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I ate his whole bag.
Yeah, he
I
actually
don't
bought
like
me
them.
some.
Your teeth.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
they'll
brought
fuck up
me-
your tooth, yeah.
They're great.
I
Alan,
like
come
that
back. You got a messy ass room though, dog. I gotta say, like, if
Alan,
you're not
what's in
being
the
there, we can see
Amazon
everything.
box?
Yeah, look at Tony's over there.
So which one do you think is the jerk off sock?
Oh.
Alan, I saw your little headphone thing. Tell me what's in the Amazon box.
No.
No, look at that fucking snail, please.
All right, so one thing about Alan, y'all don't know that he's got like hairy feet, so he's kind of like Frodo when
Why
he
are you
walks
looking
away.
at his
He's a
feet?
hobbit.
Yeah, he's like a little hobbit.
Why'd you be looking at his fucking feet, dude?
So does he have like?
I want to
hair
be like
on
one of
the-
those.
Does he have hair at the top of his foot, or basically on, like on the bottom?
Just
like,
because you're fucking hairless from head to toe doesn't.
I knew that'll
fucking-
make your ass come back.
You goddamn right.
He's not that hairless. His balls are mad fucking hairy.
I don't even know that.
But, anyways, look, you know what? I'll go and take the L. Look, I'm the only one who fucking still cares about this, but I just feel like sometimes people will go on there and they'll talk about fucking like, oh,
Also-
this game is great, and this game is great.
Also, that fucking No Man's Sky doesn't apply to me. So your example sucked.
Well, see, not you, but I'm talking about the people that like,
Yeah,
gamers
threaten
in
them.
general. Well, no, I don't got the balls to
Look,
talk shit to you anyway.
There's always going to be games like a lot of games don't have good launches, and you're always going to be a situation where it's like, hey, if you stick with something, eventually, it can get good. Warframe is probably the best example. That game fucking sucked when it launched, but they've been supporting that shit for like 5+ years. Same thing with Rainbow Six Siege. That game, everyone laughed at the room the first year. It was garbage. Now it's going on its 5th year strong. They're even considering making it free to play because the people buying the character passes and actually just that's mostly what you do. Like, it's so popular, they're like, well, honestly, why do we need an entrance fee? Fuck it, just walk in. We're already making a decent enough money, and there's enough of a decent people going there. We're thinking about making the game free to play at some point. Right now, it's like $20 to get in. Like, fuck it, we're just gonna waive it, and you just buy a character pass, and you'll get you get like fucking 8 characters right away, and it's gonna be really fucking awesome. The problem with Anthem is it had nothing to keep people there long enough for them to support it. They stopped supporting it like immediately and just get the skeleton crew to do the basic updates and patchwork that any live game needs. So it's like EA forgot about this, then the people forgot about it.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I still support this game. I think that you guys should give it another chance, especially with all these updates. Now the
Play
updates
other
made a
BioWare
difference.
games.
Huh?
Play other BioWare games.
Probably, I will. I'll give fucking Mass Effect Andromeda a shot, but not the other one, because fuck the whole series. No, I'm just joking.
I got you.
You play not objectively. You play like controversially the worst one.
Yeah, just to piss people off. Oh, I really think Andromeda is great, guys.
Look, the only reason I think that Andromeda is better than 3 is because 3 has legacy that it had to live up to. Andromeda doesn't have a legacy, so it's like if it sucked on its own.
Yeah. But speaking of sucking, though, you guys can go and suck all the content right out of the penis of Garrett Smith here, or Ganja Garrett Smith, wherever.
No, that's mine.
No, but Ganja, why don't you tell
That's
people how to
indeed
find you on the Metropolis?
But if you want to absorb the content me and Alan produce, go to the Metropolis Collective, where me and Alan and the Great Ruthless want to do a show called Illuminati Podcast, talk about cultural stuff, talk about history, talk about politics. We're going to have some updates on the debates and the shenanigans that are going on there, Bernie 2020 and all that good shit. So go check out the Metropolis Collective on Facebook, where you will find the Illuminati Podcast snuggled away with our Patreon link as well.
Oh,
Stay away from my man.
And stay away from her man, who is I.
We want to say my man too. Like, you're not your own man. What the fuck? What that say? People thank you all for hanging out with us so long. Jesus, that's loud, but that's okay. You have to hear my fucking voice anyways. We will see y'all when we will see y'all, which is tomorrow before the 8-Bit Crumb show. I don't know what time that starts. Don't ask me. Alan, you talk too much.
No, apparently I talk too much, so I'm just gonna not.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, clearly.
We're sorry, Chloe. He does.
I'm not.
Talk a lot.
Shut the fuck up, both all of you.
I love you, Chloe. Oh, shut the fuck up, here.
Shut the fuck. What are you gonna do, Rob?
Where am I gonna put this fuck? Am I gonna put it up? Am I throw it down? Throw it to the right? Throw it to the left? You tell me.
Is that song?
Yeah, probably.
No, you just said put the fuck, and I'm like, where?
No, I meant to say shut the fuck. I didn't say put the fuck.
Where am I?
Cha-cha, real cool.